The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
With Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Aristotle, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Houston Rockets. Well, it was Houston in their last game with a loss to the Heat. They got caught flat-footed, lost a game they felt should have been theirs. Looking to turn the page here. Alvin Gentry was brought in as coach in New Orleans. They wanted him because of his great offensive track record. Shaq, what exactly does he bring to the table?
Well, he knows the value of the three ball and how to get players open look, especially from behind the arc. He'll push the tempo. His teams are always up near the top in possessions per game. And he's a pretty good coach. Just got to start winning.
Well, he's part of those Warrior staff with those running gun Suns teams. So, two of the most prolific offenses that we've ever seen in recent history.
Right now it's time to tip this thing off. Let's go courtside to Kevin Harlan.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, if you want to quiet down a hostile crowd, missing your chances from the line just isn't one of the suggestions I'd put in the suggestion boxes how to do it.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Anthony Davis's ascent to stardom has been almost as quick as the physical growth that transformed his game. Davis said, going into my senior season in high school, I grew 7 inches in one summer. Every 2 to 3 weeks, I needed new clothes, new shoes. As I grew, it was like starting all over again. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. As I recall, he said that was a tough adjustment, but he's been ahead of the curve ever since. The NBA season can be a grind, Chris, especially in the meat of it, like right now. How do you stay sharp during these dog days of the season or the middle of the season?
That's a great question, Kevin. You just got to stay focused. I mean, whether that is how you eat, how you focus, or whether that's how you stay off of your feet. You just want to make sure you stay mentally sharp, and a lot of that is hanging around your family and friends as well, making sure that you stay around those that love you to keep you pumped up.
Great points. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Harden and Ariza, the athletic wing pair. Clint Capella is out there with Ryan Anderson, and it's Beverly in at the point.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Harden up top. And it's wide right, hits off the rim. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against Memphis.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Oh, that's just a fantastic percentage. They obviously had the right offensive strategy. Kudos to the play call.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
Whenever Cousins get that close to the basket, it's game over for the D. He is such a forceful presence, especially when he's dunking.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Don't forget about him when he's spotting up like that and knocking him down like that. The offense has to keep getting him the rock.
Now here's Davis. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Memphis.
Oh, and the Yeoman's work down on the boards, helping the team maximize the number of possessions.
Now here's Harden, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Harden with it. 38 points for him last game against Miami.
Oh, and don't forget about the heavy lifting he did on the glass all evening. He controlled the game in a number of ways. Just an unbelievable effort on the glass tonight.
And here is Moore. James Harden getting it to go from deep. And Moore kicks to Holiday. Lets it go from 11. Jump shot is good. Holiday's got his first points of the night. And so it's Houston with it. They lead by 4. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that when they just had an inability on that day to make shots.
And that happens. You can run the sets you normally do, but the ball just won't fall through the net. On to the next one.
Now here's Moore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And here's Hill for 3. Rebounded by Capella. Rockets leading by 4. In the corner, Harden. Another miss by Harden. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Holiday gets the bucket.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Rockets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Anderson the screen. It's Harden with the drive. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
All you need is just one game of watching James Harden, and it's easy to see why he's such a gifted scorer. He has no problem getting around players and into the teeth of the defense. Pretty much impossible to stay in front of him at all times.
First free throw is good. And Chris, as we know with Harden, it's only a prayer to stay in front of this guy. So crafty, so good, dead-eye shooter, difficult to defend.
And it's funny to think that when he came into the league from ASU, Harden was known mostly for his shooting. He has worked on his handles. Now he has the ability to drive. That's what's pushed him into elite player status.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Well, the crowning moment for the Rockets' franchise history has to be their back-to-back titles in '94 and '95. Jordan was out of the league, and it was time to shine for Houston. Hakeem Olajuwon led their team to their only 2 titles in franchise history.
Now here is Davis. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. And with the Rockets' pair of titles, what a scrappy group of teams those were. Drexler and Olajuwon were the stars, but everyone could play on their team.
But what is really wild about the '95 run is that the Rockets were a 6th seed. That was the lowest seeded team to ever win the NBA Finals.
Holiday dishes to Cousins. Now Holiday playing Memphis. He was nearly unstoppable. Passes it to Cousins. 5 on the clock. Releases. And that one comes up a bit short. Rockets leading by 6. Ariza kicks to Harden. Anderson the screen. There's the triple. And James Harden with the 3. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Rockets.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Cousins. And nothing is falling for him right now. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Ariza no up. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Moore kicks to Davis. New Orleans moving the ball around. Anderson passes to Beverly. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Chris, we know this. Patrick Beverly is known for his tough defense.
I wouldn't call him dirty, but Beverly definitely isn't shy about ruffling feathers or giving a little extra contact. He doesn't care what the crowd thinks. He cares what his teammates think. He'll get tangled up and try to throw you off of your game with punishing fouls, but so what? His work is he is one of the more feared defenders at the point guard position. Now, when you take a look at Patrick Beverly, a bit of a late bloomer in that he didn't start his NBA career until he was 24 years old. He played in several leagues in Europe after his college days as a Razorback. He honed his game and won some hardware overseas before deciding to come to the NBA.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And for Beverly, he was actually drafted back in 2009, but Chris didn't come to the States until 2013.
Well, it doesn't matter how you get to the NBA. It just matters what you do when you get there. Beverly had a few summer league trials while he was in Europe, but nothing stuck until he arrived in Houston. Sometimes it's just about the great situation, the great match for both. He has the game to stick around in this league, so I don't think he'll be leaving anytime soon.
Now here's Harden, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Lets it go with a 3. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Out to the wing. Looking to end the run. And Cousins throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now here's Beverly. Holiday with the defensive effort.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Moore dishes to Holiday. Goes up the baseline. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Anderson the screen. From the arc for 3. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Houston. Right now they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And checking out New Orleans, just way behind.
And you know, for the Pelicans, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
This is just not a team that is positioned to be very good at all. Now, look, the players are doing their best out there, but they simply just don't have the right mix of players nor the execution to get it done yet.
And, Chris, you're part of perhaps one of the most exclusive clubs in NBA history as you were selected 1st overall in your draft class. What was that like? What an experience that must have been.
Oh, man, Kevin, it was a wonderful moment. I mean, you know, I worked so hard to get there. I come off of disappointment in college, and so working hard and being able to kind of put that behind you and get right to the next level and be the #1 pick, you know, I was just honored. I was thankful. I was humbled. It was just a blessing, you know, and the craziest part about it is that it happened in Detroit at the Palace, where I won 2 state championships there. I won 3 state championships in Michigan and 2 specifically in the Palace and at Auburn Hills. And so that place is always going to be special to me. And just growing up and being the #1 pick, you know, it was just an honor.
Beverly, the pass to Anderson. And the officials call a traveling violation. Chance now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Davis.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Pelicans trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Screen by Cousins. Holiday dishes to Cousins. Good work there as it goes.
Big boy strength right there, Kevin. Big boy move from Cousins right there. He feasts off of contact when he's coming up with a shot.
Jones checked in for Anthony Davis. And then for Houston, Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Harrell comes in for Ryan Anderson. And Gordon subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
And just look, now with Cousins, we see him becoming that player everyone hoped he would become when he entered the league. It's strange to think he was taken 5th overall in his draft, given his skill set. You would think a lot of GMs would want that do-over.
And Holiday kicks to Jones. He dishes it to Moore. New Orleans moving the ball around. Gordon against Moore. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Cousins. It's Hill on the wing. Ariza covering. Cousins. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Cousins has got 9. And for Cousins, certainly he will end up being one of the best players in the league out of that 2010 draft.
He's one of the best big men in the game, and his skills on the court have never been questioned, but his antics on the court have been, and that's what dropped his draft position. He can butt heads with his coach at times and doesn't hide any contention. This happened often enough in his career that he has to accept part of the blame for it.
Now Jones, after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go. Screen by Jones. Here's Cousins. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good. And now just a 1-point Houston lead. Harden outside. Nene, the screen. Harden with it. Jones covering. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
So for the Pelicans, Monty Eunice is checked in for Cousins. Cunningham comes in for Hill, and it's Frazier in for Moore. And a switch here also for Houston. Williams is checked in. Now here's Williams. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Miami. Just 5 to shoot. Stripped away. Cunningham kicks to Frazier. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Hit. Shooting one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
Free throw good, Frazier. Chris, you're looking up and down rosters all the time, and you always notice the guys that keep teams together, the glue guys. They may not be the stars, but they're important players. In that regard, who are some of the better glue guys in the NBA now?
Well, let's just look at the last year's playoffs. I mean, you got to look at a guy like Boris Diaw that can play so many positions and come in and score 24 you or not score at all and still stay valuable for his team. A guy like Draymond Green that not only plays defense so well, but does so many other things so well offensively, keeps his guys rallies, gets them together. And then how about Steven Adams just being a terror down there in that post, holding it down for the big fellas. Those three guys come to mind.
Great perspective. And so it's New Orleans with it. Following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams, Cunningham's shot is off.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now, here is Harden. 10 points for him. Harrell kicks to Harden. Feeds to Harrell to end the drought. And that one goes long.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Oh, well, it's a product of good, patient offense. Great shot there.
Kept alive. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Oh, and the former Wildcat. Jones is an effective two-way player, an outstanding defender who also possesses a nice touch from outside. Now here's Terrence Jones out of Kentucky. A little undersized as a power forward, but boy, you love his skill set. Very smooth with the shot and up fakes underneath. He can go right around defenders with his quickness on the bounce.
And that one falls for Jones. And with Terrence Jones, Chris, he knows how to use his speed and quickness on offense, but he does have trouble slowing up opposing bigs.
And some say that's what's limiting Jones right now in his career. He's shown he can be a versatile scorer as a starter or even off the bench for a team. But some say his inability to defend is keeping him from huge minutes.
He's off on the second. And for NBA teams, the hardest thing to do is to get superstar talent, obviously. The Pelicans have that in Anthony Davis. How, Greg, do you think they build around him?
Well, a big part of it is just him staying healthy. I mean, we all know this is the team that's had horrible luck in that regard. Now they're shaping personnel to fit the new coaching staff. A bit more shooting, more depth. I think that's going to be key. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Back to Harden. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. Harden's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Oh, he's been basically perfect so far in this quarter, especially on offense.
Jones, the pass to Monty Eunice. Screen by Jones. Monty Eunice kicks to Jones. Back to Motiejunas. A three-pointer, no good.
Ooh, can't believe he missed that one. I thought for sure that was going in.
Nene with the screen on Holiday. Here's Williams. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. New Orleans has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. The Rocket shooting looking a little out of sorts early, 37%. They set the pick. The tray. And another three for Houston.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Now here's Motiejunas. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Harden inside the three-point line. Again, the Rockets score.
I mean, he's just been huge today for his team. Without his hot shooting, there's no way they'd have the lead.
Here's Holiday. 5 points in the game. Can they get it? And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I'll tell you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the Brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use till much later in their careers, really, if at all.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Yeah, and starting off with a nice rhythm. Then the snowball. They're looking kind of invincible right now.
At small forward, it's Cunningham with Davis at the 4. Ejuan Moore is out there with Frazier. And it's Cousins in at center. That's the Pelicans 5. Get it. Ariza no up. Pelicans trail by 5. Here is Cunningham. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Oh, when Cousins finds his comfort zone, it's incredibly hard for the defense to keep up with him.
Now here's Beverly. There's a screen. Six to shoot. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Oh, my gosh, he's really playing poor out there. It might just not be his night.
Williams dishes to Decker. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Cousins. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And Cousins stands 6'11", 270 pounds. He plays the game with heart and passion. And it's no doubt that Cousins is one of the premier big men in this league. I mean, look at what he does in every facet of the game. He can do it all. He's arguably the best center in the league right now, and he's still very young.
First one falls for him. And for Cousins, many will say he's the best center in the league, Chris. It's rare to see a player with his size do what he can do.
Well, Cousins' footwork is so nice on offense that he can be impossible to slow up. He still has great bulk to his game. He has no problem going through defenders if he needs to. The only person that slows him up is himself.
And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. Just during your playing days, you were named to the All-NBA team in 2001. Several All-NBA second teams. How much does it really mean to a player? How much did it mean to you to make those lists?
You know, it meant a lot, especially when your career is over, to know that, you know, you were one of the best, especially with the competition that was at the power forward position those years. I mean, could have given it to anyone with Tim Duncan and Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Garnett. I mean, Rasheed Wallace, you look at those names of power forward just in that conference those years. So, you know, I'm just proud that I, you know, was one of the best at my position and had fun doing it. The biggest thing was something that I've always worked hard for. It was a dream just to make it to the NBA. So anything else is gravy. But I'm definitely proud of those years in the league. You do it all in the name of wanting to win the championship. And, you know, I trade all those in for a ring.
Great perspective.
Hey man, he's in attack mode, crashing the glass, then goes right back up with it.
Frazier outside. To the paint, trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, a lot of Thunder fans still lamenting the trade of James Harden to the Rockets a couple of years ago when he became a superstar. But Harden doesn't. He said recently, "This is beyond my expectations. If I'd stayed in OKC, I'd still be in a good situation, but I don't think the sneaker deal and these other opportunities would have happened." He added, "Look, this is a grind. Every time you lose, you're blamed. For me, it's about continuing to work and focusing on what I can control." Kevin?
He deserves that top billing, DA. Thanks. And it's Gordon missing.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, the screen got him all the space he needed to release that one. I thought for sure that was going in.
Now here's Frazier. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Houston in the lead. Ariza kicks to Beverly. Back to Ariza. Beverly up top. Frazier covering. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. And it's Beverly missing.
He's just looked lost on offense, but luckily for him, his teammates have really stepped up in a big way.
Now here's Davis. He's guarded closely. It's stolen by Capella. Ariza outside. Over in the corner, Beverly. For the 3. Capella, the pass to Gordon. And here's Beverly. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Gordon dishes to Capella. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Capella's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Hill kicks to Davis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And Anthony Davis last season signing a contract extension, the richest contract in NBA history at that point, $145 million over 5 years. He'd already become a superstar player, now freed from the rookie scale. He's finally paid like it.
That free throw, no good. You talk about the big contract for Davis, a lot of money for a young guy, but you don't much worry that he'll get his priorities, Greg, twisted.
A great point, Kevin. He's a team-first guy, all about winning, and he doesn't take it for granted. He didn't have all the hype growing up, but now he's living a dream, and he knows it. But he aspires to be great, and he's not settling for anything else.
Such a unique offensive player is Anthony Davis. Maybe not as skilled, perhaps, as Durant, but they both have that elasticity to just stretch out and finish over the top.
And Davis a little bigger, a little stronger than, say, a Durant. More of an interior game, but as he develops, we're seeing him stretch his range out beyond the arc. And for both him and Durant, I don't think you set any limits on what they can do offensively. You just got to give those guys the green light.
Here's Gordon, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Just 5 to shoot. Beverly the pass to Gordon. And it comes off the front of the rim. Pelicans trail by 4. Outside Hill. Pass to Davis. Outside Hill. Goes up the baseline. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for Houston. Rockets leading by 4. Here's Gordon. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Beverly? Averaging 9 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Pelicans trail by 6. And Moore kicks to Frazier. And they double up Cousins. Moore outside. Cousins with a screen on Gordon. Moore dishes to Cousins. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And Davis throws it down.
That's the maturation of Cousins' game. Everyone knows he can score the ball, but he is starting to show great strides in his passing.
Beverly against Frazier. Beverly the pass to Capella. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
But when you watch Clint Capella play, you notice how smooth he moves for a center of his size. He gets off the floor easily to contest shots or grab boards. He can cover a lot of space in a short amount of time when acting as the help defender.
No good on the free throw. And with Capella in his movement, you also like what it does for him in transition.
Well, don't forget, Capella has that deceptive limp, too. You don't think he can take off from that far out and get a shot. But all of a sudden, boom, he's dunking right there on your dome or throwing your shot out to the third row for a souvenir for some kid to take home.
So he can't get either to fall.
Wow, and the big man Capella has proven to be a reliable role player, a strong physical presence who takes smart shots and contributes well on D.
Now Harden following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt.
Come on, box it out, man.
Now here's Beverly. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Beverly's got his second bucket of the night.
The mid-range jumper, one of his specialties.
Jones kicks to Frazier. There's the feed to Moniunas. Hill trying to break free. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Moniunas.
Terrific ball movement. No surprise it leads to a good shot.
The 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by Frazier. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Right at the free throw line, and it's Hill. That's on the assist by Frazier. Hill's got his first 2 points of the night.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Harden dishes to Capella. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And let's take a quick look at the point guards this year, racking up the most steals per game. 5th is Drew Holiday.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking a ball handler's pocket, but as terrific point guards, they also know how to jump into passing lanes and get a steal or deflection that way as well.
Well, come on. These guys know how the offenses work and how they're set up, so they definitely have an advantage when they're on the defensive end in terms of making reads and taking chances on steals.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for the Rockets. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Now, by this point, we all know the approach the Houston Rockets front office is taking to assemble a team. It's made for some great years for Houston, but they have yet to turn the corner.
Houston making a switch here. Nene's checked in. Houston leading by 3. Outside Williams. Nene outside. And Nene slams it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
And for the approach of the Rockets, a lot of it is looking for shots that are of high value, namely threes and free throws.
Well, most importantly, the players have bought in and embraced the approach. Not many players will be against the high-powered offense that gets up and down the floor. Well, he hasn't gotten much to fall, and it's costing his team dearly.
Back to Harden. Puts one up from 19. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Williams has got 5.
Oh, Harden is so good at finding the open man and a selfish superstar who really whips the ball over quickly.
And the pass to Montejunas. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. He kicks to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Ring shot on the way. Offensive rebound. Houston leading by 5. Williams passes to Nene. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Nene. The dive for the ball. It's stolen by Jones. Williams against Holiday. Jones. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Harrell, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Montejunas. He averages about 5 points a game. Kicks it to Cunningham. Over to the wing. Fires the 3. The Rockets pull it in. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And how about the numbers here for Drew Holiday? Just an incredible month of basketball. 5th in steals, and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
1:51 left here in the second. Jones, no luck.
Oh, we've seen him posterize guys with that move many times. However, the defense proved to be very stifling there.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
And here is Montejunas. James Harden getting it to go from deep. There's the pick. Here's Cunningham. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Rockets leading by 8. Nene outside. Harden kicks to Nene. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Nene's got his second basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
New Orleans has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. 1:04 left in the first half. Back to Holiday. Pass to Jones. Over to the wing. Shot to stop the drought. It's rebounded by Houston. Nene's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He's been able to connect here in the second half after hitting one in the first.
Now the dish to Harrell. Nene, the screen. Down low. Off the pick. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Rockets have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripes tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Morris checked in for the Pelicans. Deckers checked in for Houston. He doesn't get the second one. Pelicans trail by 11. Holiday with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Cunningham. Off the left rim and out.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
Now here's Nene. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
That's good from Nene. And both free throws good for Nene. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Holiday with it. Looking to end the run.
And Harden showing great strides of improvement on D, really doing his best to bother shooters.
And that concludes the first half. Houston on top. They lead by 13. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 17 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
The beer got it going in the first half. I mean, how many ways can you score? James Harden does them all. Inside, outside, step back, 3. Oh, pump fake the 3. Drive by you, lay it up, left hand, right hand, get fouled. Ref don't got to call it. It's going in anyway. Great range, great handle, draws contact on the drive, and can still knock it down.
Kenny, let's get your opinion on New Orleans.
Their lack of execution surprised me. You know, they had a lot of turnovers off sloppy ball handling, which goes back to the fundamentals. And I know we say it all the time, just make the simple play. And this is why. Without giving away possessions, they'd be a lot closer in this game.
And in a matter of moments, they'll be starting the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. See you, folks.
A view from the sky above of this lovely city as we make our return to New Orleans, Louisiana. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
Oh, yeah, he's crafty, very difficult to defend one-on-one. We may see more double teams roll his way the second half.
Pelicans trail by 13. So on the floor for Houston, Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Ryan Anderson out there with Clint Capella. And it's Ariza in at the small forward position. Back to Anderson. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Shooting one.
And we see the growth of the three-point shooting big man, the stretch four, if you will. Ryan Anderson was at the forefront, it seems, of that movement.
Yeah, especially at his volume of threes. He's never been just a secondary floor spacer. He's a go-to scoring threat with his outside shooting.
And it's Hill. That time the assist by Davis. Hill's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Works for looking close. That's just an excellent effort.
Harden outside. Dishes it to Ariza. Anderson against Davis. Anderson kicks to Harden. Releases. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Moore dishes to Hill. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The kick out to Holiday. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Moore.
He's not the most prolific shooter from downtown, but someone on defense still has to check him.
Ariza sets a screen for Harden. He feeds it to Beverly. And Anderson has it in the corner. Ariza has the open look. Cans it from downtown. Ariza's got his first 3 points of the game.
It's like they forgot that anybody else is on the floor. They're just going at each other right now.
Well, this is entertainment. Maybe not the best example of great team basketball, but fun to watch nonetheless.
Now here is Holiday. He has 5. Screen by Cousins. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Now, he should heavily consider looking to his teammates as the game gets close. His shot just isn't falling.
Davis against Anderson. Fires the 3. The shot comes out, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Moore passes to Holiday. Davis kicks to Holiday. Pass to Cousins. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Beverly wide open. Connects from three-point range.
Timeout.
Beverly's got 9.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
The other angle is up to their aggressiveness on drives. They have to create the contact, maybe live at the free throw line for a while.
And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going.
And when you look at this shot chart, you get a good visual of just how often they are settling for something outside. They have to know that this defense wants them to take those kinds of shots, and they would be a lot better off if they recommit to attacking the basket.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Moore kicks to Cousins. Moore outside. He dishes it to Davis. Screened by Cousins. From the low block. And that one, good. 6 points for him.
Not really nice there. Poor technique on the screen, but savvy scoring move to save that trip down the floor.
Capella dishes to Harden. Shoots from the right block and misses it off the right side of the rim. Holiday left side. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You got to get the rock to Cousins when he's in the post. A true bruiser who relishes opportunities near the bucket.
Gordon's checked in for James Harden. The Pelicans have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. Cousins, no good on the free throw. Rockets leading by 13. Ariza outside. Feeds it to Beverly. Gordon against Moore. On the left block, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. In second, the Rockets.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Anderson. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Capella. Second in field goal percentage. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
Pelicans trail by 13. With a floater. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Even though he has been a man on a mission on offense, he still hasn't been able to help his team get the lead.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 9 at the line.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. Rockets leading by 10. And Beverly kicks to Anderson. Back to Beverly. Anderson with the screen for Beverly. Left side Anderson. Gets to the corner and buries it. Anderson's got 5.
And that's what Beverly does best, a quick passer who distributes the ball incredibly well.
Holiday goes in. And Moore kicks to Cousins. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Davis sets a screen. Davis with a screen on Ariza. Just 5 on the clock. Moore. And Capella sends it back. And he gets it back. Hacked and still knocked it down. Nice composure. The Pelicans have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10. That's good from Moore. Rockets have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter, 4 of 8. Now Beverly. He's got 9. Gordon with no one around, and another 3 for Houston.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Pass to Hill. Down low. Here's Cousins. Kept alive. A second chance effort, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the bruising game of Cousins, nearly impossible to match up with him given his massive size.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Houston leading by 11. Gordon kicks to Beverly. Moore with the steal. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Beverly against Holiday. And here's Anderson from the arc. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 6 rebounds in the game. And he gets it to go.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Beverly, the pass to Gordon. Steps back and fires. That's short off the rim. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. Well, it's no secret, Chris, that Mike D'Antoni is an offensive-minded coach.
Well, everywhere he's gone, offense has not been the problems for his teams. He's long been regarded as the mastermind of one of the best offensive teams ever with the Suns. A lot of his assistants from those days are now head coaches in the league or in front offices.
The Pelicans have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one. Houston making some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Sam Decker comes in for Ryan Anderson. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Patrick Beverly. He hits both from the stripe. Rockets leading by 5. Outside Williams. Now the feed to Gordon. Knocks down the step back Jay. Gordon's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, a good job by the defender of not getting fooled by the step back, but he still got the shot to fall.
Holiday with it. Now defended by Decker. Cousins, no one around him. Off target from the wing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Williams dishes to Ariza. Tries a 3. Sinks the triple. And now a 10-point Rocket lead.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Kev, whenever I see Trevor Ariza out there, I can't help but think of how he came into the spotlight. He went from being a role player early to becoming a major part of teams after his stint with the Lakers. He said he learned a lot from playing with Kobe.
Some changes for New Orleans. Jones checked in for Cousins. Montejunas comes in for Davis. And it's Cunningham in for Solomon Hill. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Nene, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And with Ariza, part of his progression was natural. But he knows that he made a huge jump after he played with Kobe in L.A.
Well, I thought his quote about playing against Kobe was great. I mean, he said, the first time I played against Kobe, he scored 40 on me. The last time I guarded him, he scored 35. So I guess I got a little bit better. You know what? Great sense of humor. Just glad to see it.
Moore outside. Screen by Jones. Holiday, no one around him. Good on the three-point shot. Now just a 4-point Rocket lead.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Outside Gordon. Lets it go. Pelicans with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Screen by Jones. Here's Holiday. 8 points for him. And the basket by Jones.
Oh, and it's great whenever Jones goes right up with the shot, cashing in on the D playing off of.
Williams up on top, guarded by Holiday. And Williams, here we go. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And for a guy with a slight frame, Lou Williams can be one of the most aggressive players in the NBA, especially when driving to the basket.
And Kevin, I call it, he's a professional scorer.
Yes.
He can get streaky hot from beyond the arc.
Shooting two.
So you have to stay up on him. He puts the ball on the deck and uses his quickness to get past you. You almost always have to foul him to prevent him from getting to the basket. And he shoots a high percentage from the line.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Williams.
We've seen it time and time again. Marksmanship from the line.
And Holiday kicks to Jones. Moore outside. Jones sets the pick for Motiejunas. Back to Moore. A 3-ball. And it's Nene with the rebound. Nene's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. On the wing, Williams, guarded by Holiday. There's the pass to Harrell. He kicks it to Gordon. Rocket 6. Pass to Nene. Here's Decker. And while we have a chance, here are the teams that have swatted away the most shots this season. Second, the Pelicans.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Shooting two.
That free throw good from Decker.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Second free throw, no good. Pelicans trail by 5. Moore passes to Holiday. Jones, no one around him. A 3-pointer off the mark. Houston's gone 4 of 6 from 3-point land since the start of the second half. Outside Williams. Kicks it to Harrell. The turnaround Jay. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Great job of establishing position for the quick turnaround. That's a brutal shot to try and defend.
Jones kicks to Moore. Screen by Jones. Here's Motiejunas. He can't hit that time. So Houston will take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Harrell. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Two shots.
The first one falls.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Houston making a switch here. Harden's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside, Jones. Harden against Holiday, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Second in scoring, third in assists, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
Here's Yunus. He has 5. Shot clock at 2. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break, and the shot goes in. Harden's got 19 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Jones. 7 points in the game. Jones sets the pick for Yunus. Oh, that's blocked. Harden kicks to Nene. They set the pick. Back to Harden. The dish now to Williams. Launches a 3. Yunus grabs the miss. Yunus has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the Pelicans miss again. Rockets leading by 11. Here's Decker. His 3-pointer's off the mark. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Here's Nene following the basket by Yunus. 2 points. That one goes.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Man, it looks like the defense is just giving up.
And here is Moore. He's got 6. Here's Holiday, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on James Harden. The Pelicans have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. That free throw good from Holiday. And so he hits both. The third quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 9. And we'll be back with you right after this. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
Guys, we got to be more solid, okay? We got to be more solid defensively. Now we got to dig in, we got to guard, okay? And then we got to execute our offense.
A lot of things on that list, trying to refocus his troops moments ago, Coach Alvin Gentry.
Yeah, the energy's all right, but the execution definitely could be better with and without the basketball.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. We've got Terrence Jones, Holiday out there with Etuan Moore. Then there's Solomon Hill, and it's Davis in at the 4 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Terrence Jones. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's New Orleans with it. 11-point game. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And an impressive job by Cousins to get the D to overcommit. He is one of the toughest covers in the league from the interior.
And he makes the first.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. Rockets leading by 9. Harden outside. Dishes it to Capella. The shot missing. Nice D from Cousins. Now here is Holiday. Outside Hill. Davis kicks to Hill. Screen by Cousins. Holiday. Ariza with the rebound. Puts up a 3. Pelicans pull it in. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Hill dishes to Holiday. He feeds it to Cousins. The fadeaway. It's rebounded by Houston.
They look to him to bury those kinds of shots, even with the D all over him.
Anderson the screen. Harden the pass to Anderson. He gets it in there. Anderson's got 4 this quarter.
And Harden isn't just a remarkable scorer. I mean, he really spreads the ball around the floor well.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Back to Holiday. Cousins with it. Capella's there. Cousins dishes to Davis. Anderson with the ball. Inside. It's tipped. Hill against Ariza. Hill kicks to Moore. Outside Holiday. Back to Moore. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Holiday.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Now here's Beverly. Ariza outside. Passes it to Harden. The baseline J. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Harden's got 21 in the game.
And Harden really cashes in from the mid-range. I mean, he makes a living torching defenses from there.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Gordon's checked in for Houston. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He told them that for now, they have to back off of the three-point line. He said, we don't have to just shoot threes. Let's get the ball in tight for some high-percentage looks inside the paint. Back to you guys.
Feeds to Moore. Outside Hill. Back to Moore. He dishes it to Cousins. Hill kicks to Moore. Pass to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, no good by New Orleans. Rockets leading by 10. Gordon, the pass to Beverly. Ariza, a screen on Hill. It's Ariza on the wing. Bangs home the trifecta. Ariza's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And the three-point shooting skills of Ariza are just lethal. A volume shooter from there who can flat out light it up.
Cousins with a screen for Holiday. Again, Holiday missing.
Shocking, he bricked that one. That shot usually is money for him.
Moore against Gordon. And Beverly kicks to Anderson. Ariza outside. The feed now to Gordon. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Cousins has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Hill. Davis, great positioning on the putback.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Anderson outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pelicans trail by 11. Hill kicks to Moore. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. To the inside. Now Holiday with the teardrop, and the layup is good. Holiday's got it back down to single digits for the Pelicans.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Beverly dishes to Gordon. Here's Holiday. And Capella sends it back. To the middle. Moore with the block. They get it back. And here's Beverly. It's Ariza on the wing. The pass to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Gordon with another miss.
If he can find himself out there, his team will be in fantastic shape to get this win.
Here's Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 14 points for Davis.
What a total 180-degree turn here. He wasn't making anything in the first half, but he looks like a totally different player now in the second half.
Now here's Gordon. Here's Anderson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Anderson's got 11 in the second half.
He didn't let that first half get him down. He has come out firing on all cylinders to begin this second half.
Over in the corner, Cousins launches a 3. They grab their own miss. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Houston leading by 7. Beverly against Holiday. Beverly the pass to Gordon. Inside. Shot clock at 5. Ariza. And that's an air ball. Not even close. New Orleans gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
The Rockets shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. And Beverly kicks to Anderson. Pass to Gordon. From deep, gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's what happens when you have little to no communication defensively. He has the stroke to burn you from out there. Don't you see that?
Now here is Holiday. Screen by Cousins. Off the screen. That's good from Davis on the assist by Holiday. 18 points for Davis.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
To the paint. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Cousins. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now just a three-point Houston lead.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
This is just an incredible effort to cut into this lead and get into a position where they could really steal this win.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Davis.
Clearly a foul.
And that one falls for Davis. And both free throws good for Davis. And here are the Rockets now. Now here's Beverly. He kicks to Capella. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And Capella is very efficient down deep, using his muscle to get off the shots he wants inside.
And that one misses. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 17-7 run. And Moore kicks to Cousins. Outside Holiday. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists in the game. For Houston, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. And Beverly kicks to Ariza. Holiday against Beverly. In the corner, it's Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot falls short this time.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Hill, no good. Houston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Ariza with the bucket. Ariza's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's caught fire from long range here in the second half.
Outside Holiday. Here's Hill. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Stolen by Holiday. To take the lead. Here's Davis. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Houston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And Beverly kicks to Anderson. The dish to Gordon. Back to Anderson. 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Capella. Shoots. No good off the back of the rim.
Oh, really surprised he clanked that one. He makes those on the regular.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And they have scraped and clawed to get back into this thing, just chipping away little by little and finally now taking the lead.
James Harden, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And that one falls for Davis.
When the score is close, you want this guy on the line.
Harden outside. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Capella dishes to Harden. For three. It's not going to go for him. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Holiday, the pass to Cousins. From the arc. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Cousins. Cousins has got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Rockets trail by 5. Harden outside. Kicks to Beverly. Anderson the screen. Beverly dishes to Anderson. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Anderson's got 14 points now in the second half. 1:10 left to play here in the fourth. And Cousins kicks to Davis. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Davis has got 25 points in the game.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
That was massive. Huge play there. You got to love this game.
Free throw, good, Anderson.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Holiday, the pass to Cousins. Shoots from 12. James Harden with the rebound. Rockets on offense. Anderson right side. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Cousins. Buries it.
Oh, what a huge basket from Cousins. He knows he's the number one option on offense when the game is on the line.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 1. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly, to get the 2-for-1. We'll see if they try it.
Here is Harden. Here's Capella. And no good that time. Nice D from Cousins. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Oh, and Cousins creates a lot of problems for the defense given the size. When he's zipping passes like that to these guys, it's just another hurdle for the opposition.
Free throw drops for Hill.
And really a great job to maintain his composure. How about the body control there? Now he gets the and one and turns this into a 2-possession game.
Harden dishes to Anderson. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Man, that's just tremendous court vision and timing. That assist was right on the money.
And they're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're losing by 3. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
Oh, you're exactly right. But with time remaining, if they get a clean look from distance, I think they have to take it.
Down low. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Here's Capella. Connects! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Come on, when Capella is draining the mid-range J, the D has to be nervous. He is really demonstrating signs of improvement.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a three-point game.
It doesn't get much more impactful than that. Only a three can tie it.
They have a chance to tie it up.
Gigantic possession. Let's see what they go with.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. Both good from the line that time. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a three-point game. Here's Beverly. Dishes it to Ariza. And here's Harden for 3, but he stays with it. Here's Beverly. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Giroux, congrats on the win. Everything seemed to start working in the second half. What changed for you?
I think we just picked it up in the fourth quarter. I mean, they were kind of there the whole time, but in the fourth quarter, we really, rev it up.
Great to see you back on the court, Giroux. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins. He didn't waste any time. The first quarter numbers he put up were frightening and certainly set the table for his team to prosper here tonight.
I don't think anyone has come as far since entering the league as DeMarcus has. Tonight, we saw what a force he's become in the low post. He got all the moves, got the attitude, just a tremendous competitor. And he's got cool hair, too. Not that I'm looking, but it just looks pretty cool.
He spent a lot of time at the foul line in this game, and that was a big factor for them. He was up in the double digits in terms of free throw attempts. Now that is good, my friend.
And that is a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. See you again soon.